Hello everyone and welcome to Best Side Cycling. When commuting in the city, definitely number one question most people have is around bike parking and how to manage that. So in this video, it's going to be a bit random, but I basically took a bunch of photos of different sort of bike parking solutions around the greater Seattle area, and today we're just going to go ahead and rate them. A lot of these will be sort of funny or interesting, but in general, I want to give the pros and cons, and I'll give it sort of a thumbs up, thumbs down in terms of whether I would personally park there or not. So starting out with a very classic, what I like to call like staple rack or U rack. Looks like somewhere probably close to Capitol Hill. One of the main things I like looking out for is whether it's really bolted on or secure. Here is exposed like four nuts that keep it onto the ground. Generally that's fine, but it is sort of noted to point out because sometimes I've actually like grabbed them and shake them and they just come right off. Otherwise, pretty solid. I like the form factor. I like that there's like padding here for your bike. Definitely would park. Maybe not for a super long time. Next one here, sort of the same, more improved version in one sense, because I think that here it's like in the concrete, it seems like, so it feels like maybe I'm mistaken, but like when it's poured over, I feel like there's no at least temptation to try to get loose, so these ones tend to hold a lot more steady. I like that it's also parallel to the street, so your bike doesn't get in people's way on the sidewalk. And yeah, I personally like this shape a little bit more. It seems to accommodate a little bit more different types of bicycles, so definitely would park. So here now we see this classic type of bike rack. I don't even know what to call it. It's sort of shaped like a piano sort of thing, or like has all these little stalls. I really don't like using these racks, mainly because when you ever want to lock your bike, especially with the most common U-lock, you want to get sort of the inner triangle as well as maybe one of the wheels, and this just makes it incredibly hard to do so when you're like in one of these middle stalls. You can sort of make it work with like the end here, but yeah, I mean, here there is ample bike parking. I think this is right near Lake Washington and Landing. Would park, but I definitely wouldn't enjoy as much, so maybe a mid response. Here, featuring same type of bike rack, those really awkward stall ones, where yeah, you can just tell like it's so my bike like can't really fit all of it in there, maybe just the front wheel part. This one maybe can make it work, but then the handlebar width is definitely gonna get in the way of other bikes. So how many you can definitely can't fit four bikes in there. But this location is interesting, because this is right at Bellevue Square, a notorious spot for maybe not that many bikes, but they do have bike parking that's right next to an entrance, and it's plenty busy and visible. So I definitely would park it. I like using the spot. It's definitely way more convenient than driving a car. This last one of this type of rack. This one is in Capitol Hill again, I think 12th and Pike nearby. And then this I really like because there is no way anyone is going to be moving this rack. It's just too big. They'd have to actually literally try to destroy it completely. And then yeah, ample, like this is actual stall parking for your bicycle, and then you can use it. So that's sort of one advantage of using something like a chain lock. I do not recommend using cable locks to actually secure your bike. Maybe your cable lock is only to supplement any other lock, but yeah, generally you want any sort of bike rack to be designed to make it easy to use your U-lock, as well as not so easy though that it makes it that the U-lock is super exposed or anything. But yeah, definitely would park here. This one of SeaTac. It's right here in the parking garage. I think that location is pretty awkward, but I would say actually I don't have a photo of it, but I put this here because I did want to call out that there is parking at SeaTac inside, and they have bike racks there. And I think in terms of location, that's probably one of the best ones you'll have because no one's really gonna be messing with bikes in there, so you have like a decent lock. I'm pretty sure it'll hold steady for a good while. This one in the garage, probably not as good just because it's slightly more exposed to the elements and to everyone, and there isn't as much security walking out and about. So definitely go check out if you ever need just like a 1 or 2 day trip, I definitely might consider biking to the airport. This is the bike valet for a Husky game. This gets must park out of me, 5 out of 5. I think it's like, yeah, bike valets are the best because it's something you can just leave and just be sort of worry free. And I've never had serious issues with security at any real bike valet. So yeah, this is great. We definitely need more type of services like these. We have initiatives on the east side with some Kirkland bike valleys I know going on, and then as well as Cascade Bike Club or sometimes host them for Sounder games. So they are out there. When they are, it's a high incentive for people to come out and enjoy the event. This one is just to show the lockers here. I've used them a couple times. They're especially really useful if you're going to be taking the link as well. And then there's different sizes and they fit pretty well. I don't know if I would use it for like a really long time, but like for a day, especially, yeah, definitely they are. They aren't like completely bomb proof. I've heard of some horror stories, a little bit of some people tampering with them, but generally pretty safe. And then definitely not being exposed to the elements as well is a big plus. And I think from here I put a bunch of like, yeah, I put like a bunch of weird bike racks I've seen in the city or area. And this is one of them. I'm pretty sure it's a bike rack because I don't know what else it would be. But I don't know how they intend you to use this. Like it's almost like this curve encourages you to put the frame or wheel on top of it or something. Because you can't lock to it, so it's gonna be like just sitting there. So yeah, maybe I just need instructions on how to use this one. But even the really narrow tubing in here gets sort of awkward because if there's two bikes at the same height, then the U-locks would get in the way of each other. I don't know. So I don't think I would use this one. This one also found it very interesting, sort of that stall parking that we saw, but then it adds this extra complication of having this like bumper thing at the bottom, so it makes it even harder to use. So I don't know what people are thinking of some of these designs. Like maybe it's like it can hold your front wheel, and that's it, sort of thing. Yeah, probably would not park. And then same thing, like cute design. I love it when people try to incorporate art, but sometimes I think they take it a little too far. And then yeah, bikes just don't fit in here because the handlebars get in the way and they're not actually part of the locking structure. I mean, you have two really nice spots on the sides, but yeah, same thing here. I don't think anyone's going away with this display or this rack, but it always makes me nervous when I see all these exposed, so I'm not just keeping it there. And then what do we have next? Oh yeah, this one. This is in downtown Seattle, and I just found the placement of this bike rack to be very interesting. I don't know what happened, if the bike rack came first or the building came first, but it's just really close to that wall. And I don't think that really helps its use case as a bike rack. I mean, yes, very technically, yes, you can still go here and park against and use this upper portion of the rack, but I just found it sort of comical. Why is it so close? And yeah, I think this is the last one of the photos I had. This is one where yeah, I mean, out of all the ones that are like interestingly shaped and designed, I guess this one is like decently functional. It's Renton. It's got two circles, but I don't know. It still makes me nervous to sort of lock in this inner portion of this guy. But I know that should be the correct way to use it because these wheels are probably too low for you to fully get into your triangle. Maybe actually one of these ones might be ideal for you to lock your triangle and your wheel at the same time with the U-lock. But yeah, this is definitely one of the more interesting ones where at least I feel it's on the right track. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that real random segment of these bike racks. If you had a favorite, let me know in the comments. If you want to contribute actually to more of these, just send me some photos on Instagram or on Blue Sky, and then just tag me. And I'd love to do this again because there are actually a lot more interesting bike racks out there in Seattle. I haven't even started to scratch the surface. So yeah, look forward to more, and I'll see you all in the next one.